Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. Today we're playing some hardcore domination here on Nuketown. Have the cordite on again, belt fed, grip, and laser sight. It's my go-to gun. Now, just real quick, watch this start, man. This I was icy on the start. Now, the game didn't end up that way. You'll see as the progression goes on that didn't go my way exactly. Still had a fun game. Hopefully it's fun to watch and at least a little bit of some background action in case my commentary is too boring. Now, today's video, as the title suggests, is going to be about maps. Now, maps, or maybe I'll put the title as something like the reason why Call of Duty is losing players. I don't know. But the point of the video is, here, welcome to the fruition, welcome to the point, is going to be my own opinion on why Call of Duty games, especially multiplayer, now I'm a multiplayer guy, so that's where most of my opinions and most of my observations are going to come from, is why Call of Duty is losing long time, or I guess, God, I hit the mic again, returning players. My opinion of why this is the maps. Now, there are, at least in my own mind, there are 3 core, or I guess 4 core reasons why people play multiplayer, or at least I do. There's kill streaks, there's progression, like ranking up, prestiging, getting cool stuff, customization, like what your gun looks like, the attachments, and then the maps. And then all that's there in Black Ops 4. Now, the kill streaks, they're like right on the edge of being perfect. I would have liked a little bit of higher stuff, maybe some attack dogs, maybe some maybe a swarm, maybe the Blackbird comes back. I don't know. I would have added a few things in there, but I gave it like an 8 out of 10. It's way better than World War II and better than some of the previous games, so good on them for that, bringing back some of the OG stuff like the gunship. The strike team's good. The attack chopper, it was a little OP when you could get it as low as you could. Now, if you have the ComSec device, you can get it pretty reasonably, in my own opinion, if you're playing domination. So, but the point of the video is maps. Now, I'm a big multiplayer guy, as I mentioned before, and as this playing style in this video suggests, I'm a very run and gun, very much of a high adrenaline, high intensity player. I like being everywhere, trying to get as many kills as possible. That's how I enjoy the game. Now, of course, I'm trying to win domination. I'm not diving on the flags and letting myself die 25 times. I play more of, okay, if I can help control an entire side of the map, then intuitively you'd think my teammates could get the flag, but you'll see in this game that we had some issues with that. So, excuse me, man. There it is. Okay, so the maps. Up until, I would say Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3 had some good ones. I'd say Black Ops 2, in my opinion, or I guess Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 is after Black Ops 2. So, I think, I hope I have that right. Regardless, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, in my opinion, were the last games or last installments in the franchise that had really unique, really interesting to play, unique maps. Now, when I refer to the game where I'll say the maps from, let's say, Modern Warfare 3, I'm referring to the original maps that game came out with, not DLCs, not reimagined footage, wow, I'm looking at the screen and I'm getting confused, reimagined maps or redesigned maps. Like this Nuketown map, I would not consider this a Black Ops 4 map because it's still Nuketown. Now, you could say, okay, well, it's got the Cold War look and it's got snow and Russian shit on it. No, it's Nuketown from Black Ops 1. That's where the map originated, so therefore Nuketown is a Black Ops 1 map. That's just a little clarification for when I'm referencing games so people don't get confused. Now, being as that I'm a much more of an aggressive player, of course I'm going to be biased towards smaller maps, and people that play differently may like the bigger maps, but at least hear me out on some points, and of course if you disagree, that is your right to disagree. Just if you disagree, let me know in the comments, preferably constructively. Don't come down there and call me names and tell me I'm dumb, because it's my own opinion. Everyone has one. No one's maybe right, but at least I want to voice it because it's what I think is the reason why the player count gets so low so fast. It's hard to find lobbies, and the overall experience is just lackluster of what it used to be. You have maps. Let's go back to Black Ops 1. I've been watching some videos on YouTube of a lot of like nostalgia stuff of like why was Black Ops 1 so great. So, some kind of rose-colored glasses stuff, so it's like, okay, all the maps look great. But I remember playing, Black Ops 1 was the first game that I played where I got it when it was new. I leveled up. I was really young at the time, but that was the first game that I had. I had it on Xbox. I got my Xbox when Black Ops 1 was new, so phone shush. I prestige from the Wii. I played COD 4 on the Wii. That should just tell you that I've been die-hard first-person shooter, especially Call of Duty, for a while. I was playing on the goddamn Nintendo Wii. Oh, it was horrible. You can't even. I think I still have the Wii. I don't know if it even works, dude. The graphics were. There's not even grass. There was no grass on the maps that had grass. It was insane. So, okay, I digress. So the maps. Black Ops 1 introduced Jungle, Summit, Nuketown, What else? There's another one here that I'm forgetting. I guess Slums is in this game. That's Black Ops 2. But these maps were fun. Even some of the maps that weren't that great, like Hanoi was a little bit bigger. The maps were still fun to play. Every map, like, you had an idea of where the spawns are going to be. There was always a front. Now, the front is going to be a recurring theme in this video, because what I mean by front is, I guess, like, if you know anything about any kind of, like, war history, you have, like, the Western Front or whatever. But you don't have to have something as big as, like, the front and, like, the game mode from World War or World War II, like War, where it's like you literally just push up in a line. But every map, in my opinion, should have a front. Now, Nuketown here, let's say you're playing Nuketown and you get A and B. The front for your team, ideally, is going to be, okay, we're going to sit in the middle along that middle trailer at B and on the right side Jeep. And when they come out of C, we're going to have them. And we're going to control the spawn, we're going to control the enemy team, we're going to win the game. Now, of course, it doesn't work that way because people don't think, but ideally, that's where you're going to be. And a lot of the time, the map itself brings that to fruition. The map itself brings people there. There's not a whole lot of different ways to get there, and in my own opinion, it makes the game really fun. Now, if you're getting beat up on, this map sucks. If you're having a good time, you're having a blast, doing well, this map is awesome. I think that is what is the issue with Call of Duty in terms of map design, is that the developers or map designers, whoever is in charge, I guess, of exactly designing original maps, they're worried about people getting discouraged from the game, especially new players, by getting spawn trapped or getting kind of beat up on because the other team has spawn control or at least map control. So they want to have these maps like Morocco. Now, if you play Black Ops 4, Morocco, in my opinion, is the worst map. And this is more than Icebreaker. Morocco is the worst map in the game, and honestly, in the last couple games. It's stupid. There's like 16 ways to get to B. Why do we need, there's like 7 doors up top. There's these little planks you run across. There's like 17 doors down the bottom. I swear to God, there's a tunnel. And this is a joke, but like there's just too many ways to get to one spot. Nuketown, you have 3 lanes. Nuketown's extreme. It's almost like saying Shipment was a good example of a COD 4 map. That was way, way too small, and that was like only fun for a little bit. And you're like, all right, I'm getting bored. I gotta go play a different map. But Call of Duty maps and Call of Duty games, especially multiplayer, in my opinion, prosper and are long-term successful when they stick to their roots, and they can innovate, they can add cool things, but you have to stick to the 3 lanes and don't make the map either 20 miles across like Stonehaven, Icebreaker. The only map that I've ever played that actually was a good map to play that was big was Wasteland in Modern Warfare 2, because why? Everybody came to the middle cave at B. The map is fucking huge. Literally, if you tried to run across the map, even with lightweight, it would take you half a year. But everyone came to the middle because that's how the map was designed. It brought people to the middle, and there was not a million ways to get there. You either ran on top of the grass or you hopped down in the trench and you ran that way. But the action was always around that big like shrub hedge or whatever, and that's what made the game fun. Now, of course, that game had noob tubes and different complexities that made the maps different. But I think it's what's the issue with the Call of Duty maps is because the maps are made with, I guess, new players, and I don't know. I'm not making the maps. I can only criticize when they come out, but all I can think about is the maps are being made so that new players aren't getting discouraged as quickly by getting beat up on maps that people know. Because when I play Summit, Nuketown, Jungle, Slums, I know the spawns for the most part. Now, they're a little bit different in this game, but I know the flow. I played the maps before. But even then, there's just a thing about these old style maps, the way they play Slums, 3 lanes again, and they have that middle section, like the fountain or the statue, whatever. Everyone converges there where B is, and that's where the fun is. Now think of something like, let's go over here. I have the thing open so I don't forget some maps. Militia. That's a Black Ops 4 original. The map is way too big. It's all built on these hills, and there's like these little sniper holes everywhere, and to me, it's just not fun, because by the time you get up to the flag, someone on your team has pushed the spawn, so now the enemies are spawning on the other side of the map, and then you got to run all the way back down there. I probably had my highest kill game on there, might have been like 40, and that was with kill streaks, and I think I got it with like the Titan or something. It's just boring gameplay. The map is too big, people die, they're like, Jesus, gotta put on my hiking boots and go get back to the action, or something like Nuketown, or even Summit, because Nuketown is a very extreme example. It's almost the Rust of the Treyarch series. So I guess I'll stop using Nuketown, because I know some people hate it, and they're like, oh, it's way too small, and I get pooped on all the time. I guess this gets better. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But something like Summit. Summit is 3 lanes, but that building where B is, that's where all the action goes down. There's a little bit of verticality. You have those windows up top. Something about it. It's big, but it's like a schmedium. It's a schmedium map, a small to medium map. That's where I think that Call of Duty really thrives, where the gameplay really thrives. Because yeah, you have snipers and you have assault rifles, but at the end of the day, Call of Duty's have almost always been SMG games, or I guess maybe assault rifle, but there's not a whole lot of snipers like, all right, we're going to take a post over here, and we need this long map like Icebreaker to get killed. Excuse me again, man. Why the heck do my online burps come? I need to make a video, I swear to God. So yeah, I guess, where do I go from here? Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of like conclude, because I guess the game is honestly not that much longer. This game kind of went quicker than I thought it did. This is all my opinion, by the way. Of course, if you disagree, feel free. I want to hear your opinions. How do you play the game? Do you like having bigger maps? Do you like having more angles to look at, more flank possibilities? Because to me, that just leads to getting shot in the back. It leads to a lot of these like awkward, like where you bump off each other. People don't know where to expect people. And although I'm a real hardcore COD guy, obviously I think as you can see by the playstyle, I'm not a typical guy. I'm like jumping around, dark matter guns, Astro headset on, Mountain Dew sitting there. I'm ready to roll. And I enjoy playing this way. I think it's fun to me. I'm like, haha, I've bested you. My skill alone has really made an impact for my team. Now, we didn't win this game because people wouldn't cap the goddamn flags, but whatever. If you play differently and you like bigger maps, like if you somehow were a Stonehaven fan and Ghost, or if you like these big maps like I guess Militia and Icebreaker, then let me know why, because I personally don't, and I think the games just drag on. It's like, good lord, can we just triple cap and get this game done already? Even TDM, the team will run up there, whichever team has like some momentum, kill everybody, then you have to hike all the way back across the map to go get some kills. It's just the games drag on, getting shot in the back, or let's say you're running, and then you get shot in the back. What the hell was the point of playing that match? Where something like Nuketown or Summit or even Slums, you die, and then within like 10 seconds of running, you're back to the action. You're back there to play the game again. And that's what makes Call of Duty fun. You want to get back to the action. You want to get back to getting those kill streaks, back to having the fun. Because a big part of Call of Duty is knowing the map, is putting the time in to learn the map, learn the spawns, understand how it flows, and that's how you win. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes people play. Hello, longevity. And we've come to the point. People need good maps to play, and I think that they're just pumping these maps out. They're trying to be original with stuff, and I just don't think it's working out that well. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Let me see what there are, and have a good day. Peace.